Each cycle of breath in and each cycle of breath out, you're going deeper into this meditation, leaving behind all thoughts, identity, social status, remembering yourself as the entity that is one with all that there is, and so it is. Do not open your eyes and continue to be with your breath. this journey, remember your cosmic self, your beautiful, beautiful cosmic self, one that does not bow, does not take a step back, stands with authenticity, fearless in all knowingness and all compassion. Continue to be with your gentle, natural, beautiful breath. No chanting, no mantra, just you and your divine breath. And so it is. Last 5 minutes. Do not open your eyes. Just be with your gentle, natural, beautiful, easy, amazing breath. Continue to be with your breath for the next 1 minute in silence, integrating these energies completely, fully, and wholly, without any questions, without any doubts. And so it is. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now gently place your palms on your eyes. Let this energy flow inside and out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And open your eyes when you're ready with a beautiful smile on your face and a big round of applause. Thank you all for joining in on this special session. It's a beautiful day. Morning to all from wherever you're joining, evening to all from whatever part you're joining. I hope you're having a beautiful time, that this meditation did bring some memories or energized you, or whatever you're doing, you're feeling good now. The topic that we're going to be doing today is pretty intense. So I'm inviting everyone to be here with me today without thoughts, without any, judgment. Just, just lose your mind and be with your heart is all I'm going to say. Because we are going to be diving deep into past lives today. So past lives are what? They're nothing but the architecture of our soul. And by the way, before I go in deep, I will also be sipping my tea because I need my tea today. So I'm gonna keep sipping in between. Um, Now, what we have to understand, the topic that we're gonna do today, it's that our life is a culmination of many, many incidents, of many um, divine energies intertwining and intervening, and a lot of planning and plotting that we do before we come into this life. Okay. So this life that you're living, this human form, is not in any sense a blank slate. It is not a tabula rasa. The soul does not arrive empty. It carries memory, energetic architecture, and unfinished movement from any other experience. For example, that maybe in one life you had to be a meditator and you did not choose to be one, you will continue and complete that particular project or purpose in this life. Every birth brings with it continuity and not a reset. Until and unless you totally demand it that you want a reset. But mostly when a soul is on a very high pedestal, when the learnings are higher, there is always continuity of learning from one life to the other life. And before I get into this topic deep, I also want to make something very clear. Time is no concept in reality. In universal truth, time does not exist. This universe is a continuum motion. There is no time. Time was only created for this 3D matrix for Earth. So that we were in our discipline, we knew, okay, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Okay, great. Wow. Very nice. And with this, in terms of past lives, it is not exploration. It is not, meant to satisfy any curiosity. This is not entertainment. And it is not in any way a way of telling you that, you are chosen or you're special. The subject becomes meaningful when it helps us understand the patterns of our present life. And until we realize that it is just, surface level information that we're getting, what we have to stop doing is seeing our life as a random series of patterns. Because when you do that, there will be confusion because nothing is randomly happening in your life. The moment you begin to perceive your life as a part of a longer soul journey, you begin to organize yourself. You begin to move with your purpose. You begin to move with whoever you were meant to be in this life, in this human form. Every experience then, begins to make sense. The moment of truth here is that every lifetime that we have lived has been a part of a larger design. In terms, let's understand that as a in the sense of a building. So just as one building does not get complete in a single day, you have to think about so many things: the main design, what will go into, what kind of materials will be used, what that building is about, and when the structure is created, all the interiors that you would be doing. So much planning goes into that one building, and it takes many, many days or months, or maybe sometimes even years to build it. Similarly, the evolution of a soul is not completed in one incarnation until decided otherwise, which is very rare. It is a continuous motion. And let's say, even if let's say one part of evolution was done in a lifetime, there will be the next chapter of evolution that soul will take. Between birth and death, when the physical body no longer present, when you're not in the physical body, when you are in that higher self form, when you are on the other side in that energetic form, that soul, or your soul, let's say, is reviewing all the previous experiences. It observes what remains unresolved, which relationships lack understanding, what fears or desires are still held within the consciousness or you felt were unfulfilled. And based on this review, the soul will shape the next chapter or the next birth for you. This is why the structure of soul is far more intentional and more precise than most spiritual philosophies are willing to acknowledge. Because what's happening is either this subject is being romanticized or being ignored on a larger scale. But there is a deep science beneath the surface that we don't even scratch or we don't even get to understand or know. And let's now hear something out loud. This is an unseen continuum, and you are not here for the first time. You have lived many, many, many lives before. And these lives have not been linear, the past, present, and future. So imagine if this is your present, okay? And today it's what? It's 2025, right? Let's say you go to 2052, okay? And you come back to 2025. 2052 will not be your future anymore. It will become your past. 2025 will remain your present. Understand this. That is why the past, present, and future are not linear. It is always parallel. We are living many lifetimes on the go. I know it's hard to wrap around your head around this, but
You will understand. Or even if you don't understand, it's okay. You can just sit with this information. Just take it. That's it. Accept it with grace. That, okay, I will understand when the understanding will come. I don't have to learn everything in a day. So it is fine. The only part where I said that the past, present, and future is not linear or there is no ascending, descending order to it is because everything is happening parallelly. Imagine, and this we will cover in multidimensional living also. Imagine this, you are existing here in whatever forms you are, in form of Shashi or Shanu or Radhika or whatever names we carry, or Sneha for that matter. But these same people are also in some other dimension. Maybe let's say that dimension name is planet 10102. Let's say we are existing in parallel times at the same time. And this is crazy, right? Can you just sit here and see for yourself how big your vastness, like how vast you are as a person, as an individual, where your energies are at. You are a universe in itself. And that is saying something. Because when Patriji kept saying that we are all gods, we are all gods, we are all gods, that did not come from the place of ego. It came from the place of recognition that if we were ever created, we were created in the image of that source consciousness we so believe to be God, or whatever name we give it. So if you feel less than that, probably there is something not right here and not right here. We need to rewire our heart and brain because we are gods, because we are creating our reality at all moments. What is more to this fact that you're not here for the first time is that the architecture of your soul is far more deliberate, far more intentional, far more intricate than we can realize or understand in one 30-minute session. This, this life, or the life that we have lived, it's like a continuation of a curriculum. A curriculum that is designed not by some celestial headmaster, but by our own higher self, the soul, in contract and concert with the source consciousness. And the matter of the truth here is you are the architect, you are the builder, you are the one walking through the halls you once designed in between the veils of your birth and death. These are the halls of the records that you keep. That's also called Akashic records, by the way. There's a hall of records where all your life, it's like a library, it's there, it's there. And what you're experiencing in this lifetime, in this human form, are your deepest longings, your hidden fears, your spiritual gifts, your family, your triggers, everything that you're experiencing, they are the echoes of the past, the future, and the present. These are the echoes of the sacred story, a story still being written, or have been written, or will be, we will keep writing lifetime after lifetime. And today we are here to remember that we are that, not alone, not the first time here. And that is why there are epiphanies happening. There are ways, the paths are opening up. We are moving in a very different zone now. This timeline is that where there is rapid ascension happening. People are realizing because we are here for rapid soul growth. There is no more, that slowness. There is no more downtime. Everything is coming and everything is on the face because this is the time of accelerated um, ascension. And that reminds me of the fact that Earth is the biggest school where the learning is happening. And like Earth, there are 11 more matrices, but nothing more beautiful than Earth because this is the highest school where you learn everything. If you're not ready, you will go. Simple. And if you're ready, then be ready fully because you will expand. The expansion will happen, come what may, no matter what. And I'm sure that most of us are also feeling that because a lot of cycles are ending. We no more sell ourselves short. We do no more devalue ourselves. We are learning to respect ourselves better. Why? Because we are remembering that we are the source. We are here for a purpose. We are not here to play small. And this said, this brings me to one of my most favorite authors, Robert Scott. And according to his pioneering work, which like it's vast, the beautiful books that he has written, Your Soul's Life, Your Soul's Plan, Your Soul's Gift, Your Soul's Love, the three series. He according to that, he shares that soul engages in pre-birth planning, life between lives, in between lives. He's spoken about that. So many authors have written about it. So in that planning, the soul does not only choose who they'll meet, what they'll need, but they also choose what challenges they'll face for that soul growth, what kind of relationships they will build, what kind of jobs that it is a whole planning that happens. And this cycle of birth and rebirth, it is not a karmic punishment. This is a spiritual strategy. It is not any punishment. We are not being punished for anything. That fact that it's karma is calling you. First, it's not karma, it's karma. Karma means action, and what you get is karma fal. So karma is not a bitch. Karma is not bad. Karma is not here to bite you. Karma is a very simple scientific action happening between universe and you, between your universe and you. Whatever action you will do, you will get the rewards of that action. Bad or good, it is for you to decide because there is no right and wrong. But our soul always know what path to follow. So there is only path, moving on that path. So this spiritual strategy is very intentional you know, of of the cycle of birth and death. So before incarnation, what happens is the soul will review all the unresolved patterns from prior lives. It will access our karmic entanglements, our dharmic obligations, and the evolutionary opportunities available on earth for them to seize or for our growth. So according to that, the soul will choose the perfect birth scenario. And these processes are basically described in very intense details by Dr. Michael Newton's very many processes that he has done with the clients under hypnosis. So during that planning, what happens? The soul meets the soul councils. All the soul contracts are reviewed together. Then there are life themes that are assigned, such as the life theme of service or truth or empowerment, so forth and so on. What will be the life theme of a particular person, of that soul? And selecting key relationships, parents, lovers, children, colleagues, strangers for that matter. So the soul is not here to seek comfort. Human body, we want to seek comfort. The soul is not here to seek comfort. It is here seeking completion. The soul is here to complete the cycle, to resolve what was unresolved before. And I think this information alone should shift your view of all the losses, of the heartbreaks, of the bad memories, or the disappointments you have faced in this lifetime. Because this might give you a perspective. Okay, something happened because, of my actions. Now, rather than wallowing in grief, what best can I do today, standing in my own power, that I can change and I can flip the story for me. That is why we were given the free will. If you read your soul's plan, or you read your soul's gift, so much clarity will come, guys. That man has done wonders in his book, Robert Scott's. Brian Weiss, Dr. Newton Kondavetti, Dr. Michael Newton, or whether Dr. Robert Scott, these 4 5 people, they have done pioneering work. They've done amazing. Their work is vast when it comes to life planning, past lives. So much is available. Read these books. It helps a lot. And now The most beautiful part is, um, India has a very beautiful, rich history and keeps the records and ancient wisdom of what past life truly is. It talks about karma, it talks about sanskars. Sanskars are the characteristics that we will have, and the cycle of, birth, rebirth, or whatever you want to name it as. So in Advait Vedant, it is said that the soul is not bound by time because there is no time. Understand that. The soul is not bound by time. And your current body, this body is just a sheath. It's like a armor that we have taken. And this whole body is what we call Annamaya Kosh. It's just like a, you know, it's a kosh, it's a phase, it's whatever, it's just a box carrying the consciousness, not inside, 4 inches above the crown chakra. The soul does not reside inside the body. The consciousness is here. In our chakra system, there are 32 and plus gates above our head, which connects us to the universal principles. So here, 4 inches above our head is the soul consciousness or the higher self consciousness. Beyond this Annamaya Kosh or this body is the Manomaya, the Vigyanmaya, and finally the Anandamaya Kosh. What is all of this? It's the mind, the intellect, and the state of joy. And it is said, according to Vedantic philosophy, that the Anandamaya Kosh or the state of joy or the body of joy is where the soul resides. But there is no body, it's actually the 4 inch above thingy. So this is our portal of joy. Why this is a portal of joy? Because the soul does not physically, we as human experiences a lot of emotion. Our soul is always in a state of joy. There is another book that you can read is by this beautiful woman. I'm forgetting her name. Let me come back to that. I'm not able to remember that. But anyway, moving forward. Now, what are samskars or the characteristics? They are the mental impressions, the vasanas, the tendencies, the traumas from past births that continues with you. We have the power to let go of what does not resonate with us anymore. And karma is not a tally sheet, it's a vibrational imprint. As I said, the action that you take will have equal and opposite reaction in whatever ways it will happen, that is. And if we were to consider Rigved, the Rigved's the cosmology already pointed this, that the Punarjanma Sutra or the sacred what do I call it? The sacred book of birth and rebirth. It speaks the soul returns to earth to fulfill the desires, to fulfill the unfulfilled desires, to take the lessons which it did not take, and unlearn certain things which do not resonate anymore with the soul's journey forward. And there is a beautiful saying which says, Yatha karm, yatha shrutam. So, as per your karm, as per your knowing, so shall your next life be. And this means wisdom is protection. It is not a dogma. It is not a ritual. This wisdom of knowing this truth that you will come maybe in next birth, or you will plan this, is because you are here for rapid growth. You're always moving in continuum. You are one with that universal planning. What we have to understand here deeply is that when a as a as a human entity or as an entity energy body, when we stop identifying ourselves with the body and rather identify ourselves as that atman or the higher self or the soul, it breaks that cycle. This is true liberation, because then you choose if you want to come again in the human form or not. So many great masters decided if they want to come or not come in the human form. Jesus, Moses, Krishna, Ram, Patriji. The names are, infinite. Adi Parashakti for that matter. So many entities who still walk with us, not in human form, but we are connected with them because we also created soul impressions with them. We created a soul imprint with them that they will walk with us in this lifetime to guide us, to teach us, to hold space for us. And that is one piece of information that is very important. We even decide what masters or what kind of celestial bodies we'll work with in this human form on earth when we are here in this time. And this is not some woo-woo that I am sharing. This is there is a whole lot of case studies across the cultures that has been done. In over 7,000 documented regression sessions, past life regression sessions, Dr. Michael Newton found consistent themes: soul incarnating in groups, soul families that play different roles each time, like same family, same group of souls coming again and again. The existence of life realms where the souls rest, learn, strategize in between life, and memories of choosing bodies, genders, geographic locations, all aligning to one core lesson that is very important for you in a theme or for the soul. And now, while we are talking as separate entities, understand we are all part of one design. So there is oneness. We are experiencing this universe in different human forms, but ultimately, and the learning are on many curve, but that universe is learning everything from us in one oneness. If that is source creation, if there is someone, the Echoes of the Soul by Eco Buddha, and I suddenly remembered. Okay, so in that, she speaks, so she is channeling, okay, she's channeling and she's connecting with many entities. So, okay, and also we have to understand every author has their own limitation in this human form. When they channel, when they connect, it depends on how much they are able to connect, where they are able to connect. So take everything with a pinch of salt. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. So for Ecobodine, while in for all PSSM masters, we know that there are 12 dimensions and even more. More are still being discovered during meditation or whatever. But she speaks about the seven dimension, and she is saying in that book that after seven dimension, the entities of the seven dimension, they say that even for us to reach there, it's very hard. So the ultimate truth here is no one even knows where that source of creation is sitting, what dimension, what energy level that source energy has. We still don't know, but everything is valid. So read these books; they are very important. And when so this was the case studies of Michael Newton. But if we come to India, Dr. Newton Kondavetti has done amazing work in his many years of research. Dr. Newton Kondavetti and his wife, Dr. Lakshmi, thousands and thousands of PLR sessions they have taken, past life regression sessions, and they have added another dimension to this whole project. And what Dr. Newton found, Dr. Newton Kondavetti found in his studies is that soul often carries cellular memory in body. So whatever memories we are carrying are in the cells, the nervous system. We carry it in our cells, our nervous system, our bloodstream, our bones. So every part of our body carries the memory. Any scars, chronic illness, even birthmarks, basically are a sign of a past life. And then coming to Dr. Brian Weiss, who one of his patients. Brian Weiss has done amazing work. Okay, he's a great master. He's a great author, and he had one of the patients named Catherine who remembered 86 past lives, and most of which helped her to realize and release her irrational fears or illogical thoughts or whatever. She understood who she was. 86 lifetimes. You know what Patriji once said? He was given an example. And he said, let's say you have lived 400 lifetimes as a woman. You will live 400 lifetimes as a man. And we were all looking at him like this, like, what? I said, what do you think? You have only 4 lifetimes? You don't even know how many lifetimes you have lived. And for in that moment, our brains were about to burst. Like, what is we are still trying to hang, okay, there is past life. He's saying you have lived, I don't know how many hundreds and thousands of lifetimes. That is why some people feel, oh, I don't feel I am from this timeline. I don't feel that I fit in this business. I think I am bigger than this. Why? Because your memories from all those learnings, you have been in different dimensions, let alone life. You come from different dimension. You're not even from Earth. And we are here magnifying and demagnifying what our past lives. This is the time we begin to realize we are more than we see, we are bigger than we think, and there is a purpose of why and who we are and why we are here. Everything that I spoke, it isn't random, isn't some woo-woo magic, witchy stuff. This is precision. That is how universe works. So how all of this whole jazz that I was explaining, how does it affect your life in today's day and time? What is this information bringing for you? So let's connect the dots. You will realize today, or maybe at least you'll make a conscious effort to start realizing that there are so many irrational fears or thoughts that you might be getting, might be not yours in this lifetime. Maybe these are the impressions you're carrying from some other lifetime. And there are ways to release it. Maybe you have inexplainable gifts or languages that you not even learned before, but you can speak. The gifts that you can access. Many of us can see, we are seers, or maybe, for me, for example, I'll give my personal example. Card reading or being energetically able to read the room, it came very naturally to me even as a child. I did not learn it from anywhere. And then I got to know, thanks to Patriji, thanks to meditation, I realized this is something I've been carrying from many, many lifetimes. Many, many lifetimes. So Radhika is not someone special. All of us are special. Radhika just realized, okay, this is happening because of this. So this magic is within all of us. We might not be carrying some gift which is very supernatural, but we might be carrying some gift. We might attract a lot of patterns in life. We might be repeating patterns in our life. There is a lot of betrayal, there is cheating, spouses, maybe there is the cheating from the spouse or the partner or colleagues or whatever. We can't see eye to eye with our children, we can't see eye to eye with a colleague. Everything is coming from some lifetime. All the people that you come across, whether born from your womb or born from you, understand it was decided by you for a reason. So your soul doesn't live in your head, it lives in your field, the energy field. There is a torus. Remember, we keep talking about the torus around your body. That is where it is magnifying. It is a consciousness. Your triggers are sacred keys to a lock that you must open. And your body is a sacred archive, as I spoke about the Akashic records. And today, if you're brave enough to ask what all of this is really about, why I'm here, you will get answers. But it will happen when you stop looking at your life as random, irrational events and begin to see as a tapestry woven in ancient threads. There's so much ancient wisdom within you. And how can you access this knowledge? Please understand you don't need to be a psychic. You know, all you need to become is be still, meditate. Meditation is the key. You don't even know how many PSSM masters have seen their past lives only during meditation on a full moon night when they were meditating because they were in a pyramid. They were meditating. The energies were 10x high and they were able to see without anybody's intuition. It was their own willpower that they saw, and they did not even intend they wanted to see. Sometimes. Of course, a meditator has a power to initiate, to initiate that. We have that power. So today, I'll just discuss 5 tools or tools that you can explore to accessing that past life memory and integration. First, of course, is Anapanasati meditation. That is being with your breath without any force, inside a pyramid, because a pyramid amplifies clarity. What does a pyramid do? Understand this. A pyramid intensifies your mental clarity. A pyramid clarifies your energy field. A pyramid unlocks ancient memory. When you are inside the pyramid, you are in a sacred geometric structure of whose mechanisms we are still decoding. Pyramid structure was brought here by the extraterrestrial forces. If we think that Pyramid of Giza is a work of art by humans, we are stupid. The precision of the bricks, the amount of workload that was required, it was not done by any human. Not done by any human. It is a precise science, and a lot of people have had instances or memory unlocking where they saw themselves working as the ETs that they were when they were creating that particular piece of structure. Okay, moving on to the next tool is the past life regression therapy or PLRT. Now, seeking this experience as a guide is great, but you don't have to run to it. The key here is not drama that something will unlock. It is depth, it is science. It is not some woo-woo, it is not fascination, it is freedom. So PLRT is something that we can seek, but we don't have to run to it as a means. All these tools that we are discussing today, please understand that this is just information. You have within you the power to unlock everything, and if you need additional help, all of these tools are always available. Third one is spontaneous recalls in dreams. This is something that happens to you on your own. In your dream, you might see spaces, places, people, situations which you've not seen before. It's like either you're recollecting memory from the past, or it is something that is happening in your future. So this is a spontaneous recall. Somatic regression is the fourth one, where you release a lot of trauma from your body and some memories are unlocked from the past life, that this is why you were carrying those traumas, and some parts of your body had got chronic illnesses or whatsoever. Karmic inquiry or Ho'oponopono, that is the fifth one. So this is like a forgiveness ritual to dissolve karmic knots. And we can use the Ho'oponopono method when we are facing deep relationship loops that won't end. And another one, and the last one, and my favorite, is the Akashic records. This is something that we can access by meditating. So Anapanasati and Akashic records can go hand in hand. We can access the library of our memory whenever we want. Akashic records are basically it's a storage system. It's a gigabyte memory holder which has every information from all the lives that we have lived before, all the lives we have lived in past, present, and future, in whatever dimension, as above, so below. Everything is there in that library, and we have access to it 24/7. The only question is, are we ready to access it? This lesson today might be feeling like it is being dragging, or it might be boring, or what am I even speaking? But it's a very important chapter in our lives. This will open a lot of query. This will open up a side of our mind we never knew existed. So just hang in there with this. And now, when we have spoken about all of this, as we are coming to the end of this session, so what is this life in a threshold? So most people keeps repeating patterns life after life, or even in this human form, they keep repeating patterns before they really wake up. But you are here now. You are standing on the edge of your soul threshold. This lifetime feels different to all of us. If you are here in this group, guys, and if you're still sitting here, if you're here with me, please understand, that this lifetime is different. And why is it different? Because you're asking the question. And that question is, who am I beyond this name, beyond this body, beyond the labels, beyond the social tag? Who am I? What am I here to face? What is my purpose? And when that question arises, the soul begins to activate the past, present, and future all at once, again, because it is not linear. And understand, you're not just remembering your past lives or your future lives, or you're not just remembering some key memories. You are completing them. You are, closing old contracts in this era right now, in this timeline, especially. You're closing all old contracts. You're collapsing in with the time and you're rebirthing. And you are freeing your entire bloodline through your choices. We are the black sheeps. Congratulations, guys. We are here to heal our ancestors. Yes. We are here to clear the bloodlines because we remember. We are awake. We are here to do that. So what I ask you today, what must end for you now? What must you forgive now? And what must you complete now? These are the three questions. What should end, what you should forgive, and what you should complete. Sit with yourself and answer this for yourself. Because again, understand this and remember this. The soul doesn't care how long it takes. It doesn't care how many lifetimes, how many years, eons, eras, yugas maybe. But the moment you choose remembrance, everything changes. Every freaking thing changes from here. And as Patriji would say, very beautifully, very beautifully. Okay, if not this Janam, next Janam. If not next Janam, next. We'll keep taking Janmas, Baba. There is no hurry, no worry. That is how he will say. Exactly in this tone. Exactly. No hurry, Baba. No hurry, no worry. If not this Janam, next Janam. If not next Janam, next Janam. If not, he'll keep adding Janmas. It's okay. But if you are ready, then this Janam is enough. That is how he would tell us. We have to understand, guys, okay? I was blessed that I could walk with him in this human form. And we're all blessed because through us, he still lives. He still lives. He's not present. He's physically, unphysically always present. So his wisdom is also always accessible, always accessible. Like you can, unlock your core memories, you can also access wisdom from all the masters here forth, whether they have walked in human form or not walked in human form. Whether it is Krishna, Shiv, Shakti, Kali, Devi, Ushma, whoever it is, Patriji for that matter, Jesus, Moses, whoever has come or might come, we can access all information. It was said that in in this Kali Yuga, Kalki will come. We can also access Kalki's information. He has not appeared yet. He is just some fragment of, it feels like he is just some fragment of, imagination who exists. Oh, Vishnuji said my 10th avatar will come. I don't know Vishnuji's 10th avatar, if it is a man or a woman. Who knows if Kalki is a man? It might be a woman. We don't know. We don't know, but we can access everything and anything. And with this, we come to a close. I know this was not this past lives. I don't know. I just touched many things. But what I'm going to say before I take a pause is breathe in this information, sit with it. You can go back to it anytime. There are so many books, so much information is available today. So much. You don't have to go to Google or AI to access it. You can actually read books written by authors who have done deep research on these topics. Robert Schwartz is one of them. Dr. Newton Kondavetti is one of them. Dr. Michael Newton is one of them. Dr. Brian Weiss is one of them. And for me, my personal favorite is Robert Schwartz because he was the one who answered a lot of things for me. And I'm not trying to, rewire or mind or anything. I'm just sharing my personal experience. And I've only read one of his books, that is Your Soul's Gift. I'm yet to read the first book, that is Your Soul's Your Soul Plan, and the third book, Your Soul's Love. But in that one book, the dismantling that happened, I went crazy. Oh, and I love Eco Bodine's book as well. It's beautiful. And when you keep reading so many authors, guys, you know what happens to you? You realize, okay, there is maybe a certain limitation, but I know what I need to take from this book. I'll give a very big example. Ramtha. All of us must have heard about him until now. If not, I will very briefly explain. Ramtha is a seventh or nine dimensional entity who used to live in human incarnation, does not live anymore, started channeling himself through his past life daughter, Jay-Z Knight, who she was standing in her kitchen one fine night, and he suddenly appeared. It was somewhere in the 90s or 80s. When this happened, she has been channeling. The material is available on YouTube. You can just go search Jay-Z Knight and you'll get to know about Ramtha. Now, when you read Ramtha's books, okay, or when you read Jay-Z Knight, who's channeling Ramtha, that is, and I'm talking about this one particular book, which is UFOs, okay? When you start reading that book, you know there is so much truth, but then you also know that there is mind limitation from Jay-Z Knight, because when she's talking about certain things, you understand she's only talking about the information that she has lived in her human form. Ramtha is pushing through, of course, the universal codes are coming in, but in terms of human life, there is limitation of what she is able to share because she has lived only a certain life in a particular human form, in a particular geographic location. As an Indian, I take pride in the fact that we know cultures wide and vast. We don't limit ourselves to our stories. But sometimes that happens. So, why I'm sharing this is take what you know is there for you to take, leave what you must leave. Take everything with a pinch of salt. Because when you read an author, you just don't read pages, you read the blood, you read the wisdom, you read the sweat, you read the, yeah, infinite number of impatient nights, lot of joy, everything. It's emotion and soul packed in a book. So read, it really helps. It really helps. One page at a day, maybe one sentence in a moment, but it really helps. And with this, I'll open the forum for any questions if you have. Yes, Baljeet.
Hi, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Hi, sorry, I'm not feeling well. First of all, thank you so much. Such an amazing session today. I
Thank
have
you.
read many masters, many lives. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Um, it was too much information to digest in one day, and I always get little confused. You said we come here to finish our unfinished business. Um, So does that have anything to do with karma also? What, and you also mentioned, we get equal and opposite reaction of whatever we do. So that's basically karma, right?
That's karma. Yeah, it's not
Ye-
karma, it's karma. Karma
Oh,
is basically action.
okay.
And what we get is the fruit of it. That's karma phal. Simple as
Okay.
that.
Okay. So, it's no God, it's our own actions, and then whatever it brings us back, we have to finish that business. But what always confuses me that all those people who rape people, who torture people, who do what kind of story they write, what kind of business are they finishing here?
Very good question. And for that, I recommend reading Robert Scott's Your Soul's Gift, because in that he has touched many sensitive topics like incest, caregiving, rape, then abortion, and also losing a child. Lot of stuff has been covered in that. The
Okay.
thing is, we live in a universe that, there the universe is so vast. We are living in one particular galaxies. In this there is this one galaxy where we are. There are many galaxies like that. There are many dimensions like that. We are limited by mind, and thus we see everything as wrong and right, or as trauma or pain or joyfulness or oh my god, whatever that is. But the point is, we are above and beyond all of these pains, all of this joy, all of these emotions as well. Everything that is happening is happening in continuous packets. So I'll give an example from Robert Sports. Okay, so in the chapter rape, he speaks about the fact that sometimes the soul takes contract. Something you might have done to someone in a life, you come again to relieve this emotion in your body, but the soul always has a choice. For example, in a life, let's say person A raped person B. Let's say I'm
Mhm.
just giving a hypothetical example here
Yeah.
according to Robert Sports. Now that person A and B reincarnates in in a very close relation. They were strangers in that life, or maybe not very close in that life. Now in this life they might be husband and wife, daughter or father or brother or sister, or maybe some cousin or some friend or some colleague, we don't know.
Mhm.
Now because in that life A had raped B, now this in this lifetime B decides to rape A, but B has always the option, because there is free will,
Free will. Mm.
has always the option to not do it, to break that cycle of karmic pattern. Now,
Mm.
again, Baljeet, I'll tell you, you are very right. In this 1 hour of time, I
Yeah.
cannot decode. We cannot decode everything.
Of
That
course.
is
Yeah.
why I said, we have to sit and breathe in this information. Take one step at a time. Keep going back to this information because this is accessible. Read more books.
Yeah.
Um, and there is so much to experience. And I think the foundation is one thing that I forgot to mention today, and I'm mentioning now, that the more you meditate, whatever minutes, that 40 minutes is very important, guys, because when you meditate, everything becomes very clear. Everything becomes very clear. The more we meditate, the more we have access to this universal codes. The more we have access to the information, the more the confusion begins to decrease.
Yeah. I think free will answers a lot of questions for me because in the end we have the choice.
We have the
If
choice.
yeah, if you have a second, I have one suggestion to make for people. I know we don't have much time. Lot of books. If people don't want to buy a lot of books, there's a way that they can uh, listen to free audiobooks. They are available online all the time.
Yeah,
That's how I did it,
yeah.
so through Hoopla, right? So
Yeah, but we will also share the PDFs. Most of the books we have the PDFs, so we share the PDFs with all our people. But yes, this is a beautiful suggestion, Bilji, that there is audiobooks. If someone is not comfortable reading, they can hear the books.
yeah, but they have to have a library number for that and then download Hoopla app and it asks you for that number and all these books. I read so many books free
Yeah,
of cost through Hoopla and then they can, have those audiobooks. But thank you
yeah.
very much for this
Thank,
session, but we need much longer time for this.
thank you, Bilji. Thank
Yes,
you so much.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Sudha.
Thank you, Radhika. Wonderful
Thank
session,
you.
and of course, a very intriguing topic. So I just wanted to understand, like at this stage, a lot of us understand our patterns and the loops that we are trying to break. And based on as we are evolving, we learn of something new and we inculcate in our practice. So there, I understand that there is inner work, and then there are external tools, right? For example, meditation is an inner work, forgiveness is an inner work, whatever, like however you reached, maybe some sadhana you did, you reached here and then you found meditation. So we reached there, but maybe, for example, case in point, me, I'm still new to meditation in this lifetime. I would say, like, I came to it, say, last year. So when we are trying to actively break those loops, if you could guide me, like sometimes, like you get a like jump from one thing to other, or sometimes you feel that the questions are not answered, or how long should I try this until I seek out, like, active help. So for
Hmm.
example, if there is one particular pattern and I've been meditating, but I've for whatever reason I'm not getting those insights. Of course, you
Hmm.
get insights, you take decisions, like being
Hmm.
in love is also an insight, you stay in that,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
not direct answers to why you are in this
Yeah,
loop, where is it coming from, what was the
correct.
relationship. So maybe
Hmm.
overarching answers I've got, that okay, we have to accept ownership, we do
Hmm.
not have to blame, we have to forgive, we have to accept, improve your inner work so that whatever is happening can fasten, and then you can whatever needs to be done can happen, and you can. But but still, I'm not able to figure out when do I ask for active help. Also, there is so much noise outside, right? Like past life regression. I'm calling it noise because, of course,
It
through
is
PMC.
noise. You're absolutely right. It is noise. And I see where you're coming from. I see your heart right now. So that's a thank you foremost for sharing this. Yeah.
So inside PMC, you still like these people over a year, and you feel that like you can trust them, and you do trust them because
Mm.
you do have reference. But outside, there is so many people claiming that they can read your Akashic record or whatever,
Yeah.
and I feel that this is part of like this is still very private part of me, and so like if you can walk through the process, and that might be helpful to everybody. Like if somebody has identified a loop,
Hmm.
what could be the process they might be following,
Okay.
right? Like a 3 month, 6 month, 12 months, like however you want to tackle it. So I would
Hmm.
really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sudha, for asking that question. It is a beautiful question. And I think the first thing that I will say is 50% work has been done with the recognition. 50% of the work happens when you recognize. When the pattern is recognized, you have done. So congratulations on that, because you're already, 50% in your journey there, right? The other thing is, Sada, stop attaching time, stop being impatient. And this is for everyone. The moment you get impatient, the moment you think, why this is not happening, why this is not happening, why it will not happen, it will run away more. And this is human tendency. Okay. This is first thing. The other part of it is that yes, there is too much noise around. There's so much that keeps happening around us, and we never know where to go, where to be, how to do it. The first thing to understand is meditation. Yes, it is inner work, but meditation is also a tool. And the biggest, most powerful tool that was bestowed upon us. The thing is, what happens is we are so dependent in our nature as human beings. Because we are very interdependent, codependent people, right? But we can make this our power also. We think that mostly there is someone else out there to save us, there is someone else out there who will take us out of something, because you know what will happen then. You can point fingers at that person, you were not able to take me there. This is human tendency, so that we have someone to blame. Understand that this is a deep subconscious reprogramming that keeps happening. There is a lot. I mean, when you come to past lives, this is one aspect. I'll also speak on multidimensional living. Your brain will bust because there is so much more coming here. Because then you realize we on Earth, we are just revolving and rotating around. Oh, this is not happening, that is not happening. But the fact of the theory is that we are not even from Earth. We are from some other planet. We don't even know why we came here for, what we came here for. And the other part here is that when we have recognized the pattern, the first thing we have to do ourselves is with ourselves is to be very, very kind, to become more self-respecting, more self-loving, to be more patient with us, to let the chapters unfold. Because the more we try to rush it, the more it will, go away. Treat meditation not only as inner work, but also as a tool. And when you are ready, Sudha, I'm telling you, the right person will appear. If you truly need external help, trust me, the universe will align you with the right person. It will align you with the right person. But for you, you have to have that readiness. Or what will happen is you will keep, running in loops.
Mhm.
There is a saying in Hindi, right? भगवान भी उसी की मदद सहायता करते हैं जो
तो
खुद
खुद
अपनी
की मदद.
सहायता करते हैं. That means, the God helps those who helps themselves. As simple as that. But the matter of the fact is, there is no God helping. Obviously, there is this universal consciousness. There is beautiful, there are deities, entities, whatever. But we are helping ourselves. The moment our soul feels ready that okay, this will happen now, it brings in people. That is why we choose very close soulmate groups. That is why there is so much information, so much help available out there. But the question today to ask is, are you ready? Are you ready? As you said, you have just started meditation. So be with your meditation for some time, so that it, in your own language, in your question was the answer. You have not explored meditation so much till now that you know if the answers are actually coming or not coming. So I would suggest for you personally and for anyone who wants to do this, start journaling. After every meditation session, start writing whatever your experiences are. start some mindful activities. When you wake up in the morning, try to not have screen time, meditate, do some journaling, because I'm telling you, in the morning you are connected, like you're connected with the source energy. Just do not fill your mind with anything. Meditate, do some journaling, do some mindful practices, and I'm telling you, the life will turn. You will start getting insights as if it was a walking nature. You know why you have so many queries, Sudha? Because you're also very active in your intuitions. Your intuition is very high. And I'm sure it is very high. You perceive things very easily. You walk in a room and you read the energy because you are an aware being, right? That is why there are so many questions. So just be patient, stay still, and things will unfold quietly for you.
Okay.
I would suggest to increase your meditation time. When you're meditating, try to have more frequencies. Don't go into um, uh, what I'm trying to say is, don't go into guided meditations for now. When you're meditating alone, when in reinvent things will happen, that is fine. Of course, if there is meditative journey coming to you, that is a different thing. But go into self audio frequencies, go into healing frequencies, do frequency meditation. I'm not just saying it to Sudha. Anyone who wants to take this, please take it. I think that this will really, really bring forth a lot of help. I hope that I could answer your question.
Yeah. So
Not
when you
very satisfactory, but yes,
no,
some to it.
no, it is satisfactory, but yeah,
You are muted,
is
Sudha.
little bit.
I lost you in
Oh,
between.
okay.
Huh? Can you please? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you pardon, please?
I'm saying not very difficult. It's the right answer, but yeah, sometimes like you lose patience, and you're right, you got it right. Just one clarification: when you say frequency meditation, so you run the frequency meditate like those music, and then do meditation with it. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
you.
just very low. I mean, you can meditate in silence also. I mean, I'm not saying that music will only get you deeper. Music is a tool. Use it as a tool, because we have done music. There was also a session we did on music where Sir
Yeah.
came, he played the music, and the meditation was very deep. So use music also as a tool. Everything in this universe is frequency, vibration, and energy. Okay, music has frequency, vibration, and energy. So what kind of music you're also using depend. If you want to be in complete silence, if you think that silence has vibration, please do that. Also connect with Mother Earth. All of you, and Sudha, for you personally,
Got
connect
it.
with Mother Earth. Walk barefoot on grass. Go hug a tree. Sit in meditation. Sit in nature. Go be out in nature. And I think this I'm extending to everyone. For all of us here, guys, we are very aware people. We are very empathetic people. We feel things deeply. We get wagged out of energy very easily because we do not have a very stable DOR. So being in the nature or connecting more with nature, meditation is the key, yes, but the other tools are available. Mother Earth is very beautiful, so just do what is possible. And barefoot walking, grounding is very, very important for all of us. So when you walk barefoot on the grass, that is the first step to ground. You start grounding yourself more. So grounding is very, very important. Thank you,
Thanks.
Sada. I hope
Thank
that
you.
I
Gratitude. Thank you.
thank you so much. And with this, we come to a close. But before I say bye bye, Shashi, would you like to say something? And then we'll close the session for today.
Okay. Radhika, yes, there is nothing I can say. It's such a wonderful way you explained each and everything about past life. I think everything you covered, even beyond of that topic you covered. So I will say, yes, this is true. Everyone is coming with the our past life. We are full with the package, not one life, maybe so many behind. No need to worry about those life. Just you focus right now. You are here to resolve the issue. As Radhika ji said, we just have to be more into meditation. So as we go, even myself also, I have seen when I'm sitting in my meditation, doing meditation since more than 15 years. And yes, I have seen my past life also. It is not one day work. So like you will sit 15 days and then you will see. It will appear itself. And that is again not a goal. It is not a goal. Just you keep meditating. And the way you explain, Radhika ji, wonderful way. So much knowledge, gratitude. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My soul is raising her hand. My soul, you want to speak?
Oh, well, I just want to say thank you so much for this
Thank
And
you.
yeah, you have reason. We don't have to worry about our past life or what you did in your past life
Yeah.
because it's crazy sometimes to think about it. And
Yeah.
just we have to focus in our present. And I'm so grateful that maybe now we are together in this mission. And
Yeah.
just before we end, I just want to say thank you so much, Radhika, for all your knowledge that you share every day with us.
Thank you.
And Shashi, thank you so much for do all of this with your heart, because we can see when people do all with the heart, not expecting anything. So thank you so much. And yeah, I just want to say that.
Thank you, Mysol. It means a lot. Thank you for coming here and speaking. This girl, this woman just keeps working in the background, never asking for anything. So for me, it means the world that she's coming here and speaking. Thank you, Mysol, for the love.
Thank you, Marisol. Lots of love to you. You're such a wonderful soul. We are so blessed to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And one
you.
quick thing, Fiona asked that Fiona has a question that when we come in this life and there is recognition, that is the part where I said that we incarnate in the same soul groups. That is why there is recognition, and it was an important question, so I wanted to respond to that. And with that, we come to a close. Anyone who raised the hand and we are not able to take now, we will definitely come back to you. We are always available. Please write on the groups. We will personally answer those questions, or in the Q&A session we will be there to take all your questions. So please write whatever your question is so you don't forget. And with this, namaste, bye bye, and we'll see you again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you